In order to access Destiny, you may do one of two things. Double-click on the icon, which will direct you to your school's Destiny, or you may open up a new tab and type in for the URL des-web and hit enter. That will direct you to a listing of all of the schools at UISD, and you can look for your school and click on it, and that will also take you to the home page of your school's Destiny. If you will notice, you have two tabs at the top of your screen. A home tab, which lists all of the links that you will find on your library class page for your school. This includes United Streaming, EasyBib, EBSCOhost, Gale, and a link to the Laredo Public Library databases Facts on File, the Laredo Public Library databases, and TextShare databases. Notice that you have two tabs available at this time, the Home tab and the Catalog tab. But if you log in with your ID number and your password, notice we have now added a third tab. In the My Info tab, a patron can check to see if he owes any fines, has any holes that are ready, or if there are recommended titles for that patron. We can now go back to the Catalog tab and notice that you can search by keyword, title, author, subject, or series. You can also switch the location of your search. At this point, we are at the United High School location, but you can search United Independent School District, which would search all of the databases in this district. You can search elementary schools only, middle schools only, or high schools only. Normally, if you are just searching your own catalog, you will be at your own campus. You can also search by material type, reading level, interest level, and reading programs. These were your basic searches. You can also do a power search, which is also known as a Boolean search. You may do a visual search, which could be for your students that are visual learners. And you can also do a copy category search. Normally we would be on the basic search. So let's do a basic search. If you are looking for books by Stephen King, you can search by author. And notice we have 68 books by Stephen King. I can refine my search to a specific Stephen King book and click on title. And I do have It by Stephen King. I have one available. It is at United High School. And if we go back to our search results, I want to point out to you that under the title of the book, we have the call number, the author's name, the publication date, the interest level, the AR reading level, and the Lexile level. We also have something called Title Peak. Notice that not all of our records have Title Peak available, but that is a picture of the cover of the book, which we know might entice students. I can also do a subject search, and I will click on subject. I'm looking for all horror books. And we happen to have 657 horror books here at United High School. And again, you can check for availability by looking at the availability on the right hand side. I want you to notice this little icon. This means that this is a book, but we also have several ebooks in our catalog. You may click on Destiny Quest. Notice that we have the top 10 books, and those are the top 10 checkouts. We have a resource list, which actually lists all of the books at the 9th grade campus. And then we will have a listing of new arrivals, and these are listed in the order that they've been cataloged. If you do an advanced search and limit my search to format, electronic books, these are going to be our ebooks. So I'm going to hit enter, and notice that we have 370 ebooks here at United High School. You can click next to see a title peek of all of the ebooks that are available here. Or if you knew for a fact that we had a particular ebook, you could certainly search for it, which I'm going to do now. And I want you to notice that I got 7 titles. These all have the little book icon, so those are all regular books, but this one has an E. That is the ebook that is available. I'm going to click on it. I can either read it online or check it out online. If I just want to see if this is a book that I'm interested in, I can click on read online. It's loading my book. There's the cover. I can click the arrow to go to the next page and the next. There's the table of contents, and then my book will begin. And I can zoom in if the text is too small, or I can fit to width. That makes it even bigger. It depends on your preference. I can choose to have 2 pages shown at the same time, which might be more convenient for you. And it'll flip to the next 2 pages every time you hit the right arrow, so you can read your book. If you're done looking at the book, you can close the book, and then you get the message, you may now close this window. The other option, when I click on my ebook, is to actually check it out online. If I click on check it out online, you will notice it is unlimited access, which means that more than one person can check out the book at the same time. And then I can click on read now. You can maximize your page, and as you can see, now I can see my book a little more clearly. I'm going to click next, next, next. There's the title page, credits, table of contents, and there is the first page of my book. Again, I can choose to read 2 pages at once, and when I click the right arrow, I will see the next 2 pages. I can zoom in or zoom out. And when I want to return the book, I'm not just going to close. I need to close book. You have this title checked out for 6 more days. Click here to keep this title or click here to return this title early. I'm going to return it. If I was going to continue reading this later, I would click here to keep this title, but I'm going to return it early and I get my message, you may close this window. And I can close this record and I'm back on my ebooks. I can do other searches for ebooks depending on what I'm trying to look for. Like we saw on our first page, we have 370 ebooks here at United High School. Each library will vary as to the number of ebooks that they have. In order to exit Destiny Quest and go back to just Destiny, I will click the Exit Destiny Quest. And now I am back on Destiny. I can go back to Library Search and continue to search for books in Destiny. If you have any questions about Destiny, please be sure to ask your librarian.